They say dating life in your 20s is the absolute ghetto, not me labeling myself as a wag after dating this man for like 2 weeks. Oh, girl. You are delulu.
Unless he tells you, like, we are in a relationship.
You are single.
You're single.
I'm single.
A situationship means something to one person and nothing to the other.
I think sometimes as delulu, okay, as a delulu girl, you genuinely think you can change someone. Hi friends, I trust you are well. Welcome to another episode of
Asking for a Friend,
brought to you exclusively here on the SNS. Prior to beginning, we'd like to express our gratitude to Longonot Place for providing us with this esteemed service apartments as a shoot location. Now, they are situated off Harithuku Road and are ideal for individuals who are seeking long-term and or short-term accommodation. For more information, feel free to check our description box down below. Now, today's episode is a special one that is brought to you only by Smirnoff. Cheers, friends.
Cheers.
Drink responsibly. Hashtag if you know, you know.
Are you guys not gonna drink?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. And joining us today, we have three lovely ladies who I will let introduce themselves. We'll start from my left.
My name is Samantha Nyakoe. I'm a digital content creator and a fashionpreneur.
And to my right, we have...
Hi, Acheng Dache. I'm a digital creator and an entrepreneur.
And last but not the least.
I'm Taranjari and I'm a digital creator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome Tara, welcome Samantha, and welcome Dache. Today we are going to be doing something called Delulu Diaries. Can I hear Delulu Diaries? Delusional. No, I need to hear it. Delulu Diaries. Delulu Diaries. This is a captivating series brought to you by Smirnoff, where we are going to be seeing delusion meets the realm of relationships. Friend, have you been delusional? Have you been delusional, Samantha?
Okay, yes. I wasn't gonna admit it, but yes, I have.
Dache and Tara, have you guys been delusional?
Most definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take it personal. Tell me about your delusional ships.
Oh, wow.
Who wants to start? This is a safe space.
Okay, I can start.
Okay.
I can start.
And then we're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, like how bad it
Who
was.
was most delusional?
Who's being crowned the delusional queen?
Okay. Oh, okay, see, this happened when I was in uni.
It's okay.
And I think
We
so
believe
many
you.
people in the same uni that I went to, which I will not mention, I feel like they're going to relate.
Okay.
But I can say there was this guy that I met in my first year.
Sips Smirnoff.
That I met in my first year. And I feel like for maybe like till my third year or even my fourth year, there was just some on and off situations. But then now when I think about it right now, like there was really nothing. It was just like a story in my head.
She said hakuna any.
Okay, like this is how we used to even relate.
Yeah.
So basically, if you know, okay, I went to USIU, and if you know Totila, is it Tots Road?
Yeah, Tots Road. Yeah.
Tots Road. So you know, like there's this like it's like a culture where you go party every Thursday and everything. So most of our conversations used to be like at night, you know, up or outside Tots, on the road,
under the stars.
And so like I feel like there was that intensity, you know, where I'm so sure this guy likes me. Yeah. And then the next day, you know, when we just see each other in school, it's just like
Munapitana.
yeah.
That's
Munapitana.
when
And
we
then-
catch you, Mr.
and then
Tots.
I'd wait for the next Thursday.
Oh damn, friend.
Like I'd even go out on
She
some
said
Thursdays
calendar.
and not even find
Not the
him
Mr.
out.
Tots.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it used to be so crazy. It was like a whole relationship in my head.
So let me ask, what snapped you out of that delusion?
Oh my god. Wow.
You stood on business, friend. Eventually.
I don't know. I think I did it so many times.
Yeah.
Like just the whole even coming at him and telling him I don't like how you do this. Until I realized like this person did not even express any interest of some sort. There was just that whole, yes, we actually spent time together and we conversed, but aside from that, it was just that. It was just a conversation.
Like they didn't you valued the relationship more than they did.
There was
There was
no
no
relationship.
relationship.
There was in the beginning.
I mean,
it was in
to
her
you,
head.
it was like a relationship.
Yeah.
To
you,
yeah,
it
to
was.
me it was.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, I think I was already so. It's like an idea I planted in my head the first week of school, because that's when I saw him. Then I was like, oh my god, he's so smart.
She said I like the mysterious.
Yeah,
Younger mom.
that was it. It was very bad.
Damn. Okay, Dache, over to you.
Relationships. More or less same, but it's not like same. So
She said,
I was.
Where have you been?
So I was in a public uni. So what happens in a public uni, if you don't know,
Now you know.
You do go for 3-month holiday.
Okay.
In a year. There's this 3-month holiday where between, I think, April to August
yeah.
something. So because I was in a public uni and my parents don't live in Nairobi, so I'd always go back home to, spend my holiday at home.
Yeah.
So what will happen? I had a boyfriend. We were classmates. Crazy. So I had a boyfriend, and his ex was also our classmate. Crazy
I
business.
love a good love triangle.
So we'd spend some good time in school. Like when I'm in school, we're dating 100%. Like we're always together, going to class all the time. But anytime I'd go home, and like this happened for 4 years. So anytime I'd go home, then the ex would fill up that space. So I would get back, and I'd hear that from maybe friends. But I wouldn't believe them.
Well, she said,
So I was like,
I must take
exactly. So I'd just like, he would just be like, that's a lie.
Hey,
That's a
No,
lie.
he said, like
those lies
Yeah.
were told.
And you're like,
You're gonna believe you're
Yeah.
gonna believe them over me.
Exactly.
So it wasn't like all the time, but the one time I knew I was in probably in my 3rd year, that like actually happened. Like they had like a relationship while I was home.
I mean, they already
Working. Like I was always home, like doing internships when I go back home. So when I got back, and like I would hear these stories, and I was like, I don't think that's happening. So later on, when I finished uni, like 4th year is done, I was just like, okay, bye uni, bye to you too. Like
thank you
bye
for
bye.
your service. It's been real.
Exactly.
So the relationship ended
Yeah.
after you finished uni?
Exactly.
Because you finished uni.
Yeah, but we're good. We're all good. We're good. Like no beef. No, we're good.
What?
We're actually good. Like no beef.
Okay.
No beef. Yeah.
We believe you.
It was a very childish, whatever.
And we love to
Yeah.
see the growth. Tara,
Yeah.
how delulu have you been?
Damn, so delulu. So for me, it's same thing, university, and I was seeing this guy for actually went on for like 2 years straight.
Wow.
So what would happen is I was very like I was not allowed to go out during my first few years of uni.
Yeah.
So we talk every Sunday to Wednesday, and then Thursday.
You said timetable.
And then Thursday to Saturday, tell me why this man just disappears.
And then he comes back on Sunday.
Yeah, like
When we catch you. When we catch you, Ricky. When we catch you.
Exactly.
Okay,
So-
you didn't just say his name.
Oh no, that's
what
an
you
insult.
said.
Okay, I was like, wait.
No. I cannot.
Wait,
No.
okay.
Yeah, so he comes back on Sunday, and then I'd be like, yo, where have you been?
Yeah.
It's like, Tara, I'm a working man. I'm not only studying. Because I was in USA.
He's working from
But
Thursday-
alikuwa na kazi by the way.
Thursday to Sunday.
Thursday,
He was in USIU.
Yeah. Alikuwa ananiambia ati
Alright.
unajua I live a very high pressure lifestyle.
Hey,
You know,
sorry.
the weekends is like my
Sorry,
most busy
Monte
time.
Carlos.
High pressure life. High pressure life.
High pressure life. Exactly.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So and every time like I would ask him, and then he'd be like, yo, you think like take me on a cute date and stuff. It's like, you think this is where does this come from? And then I just believed him for like 2 years straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Asking you.
Yeah. But I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
It was just
Thursday
moving
to
mad.
Sunday, friend.
Imagine
moving
Thursday
mad.
to Sunday.
You had a girlfriend.
He had a family,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, family, yeah.
Or a drinking problem. Like I can already see him drunk from Thursday to Sunday,
yeah.
legit. And
Yeah.
like,
Probably.
yeah.
Tell Ricky to drink responsibly.
Yes. All right, so let's get into this personal. I feel like I've also been delulu. Let me
We need
share.
to hear your story.
I think I've been delulu a lot. think number one, I'm those ones for when I meet someone. I'm like, sorry, what was your last name? Then I start saying Stephanie Nganga hyphen, then your name. Then I'm like, does it have a ring? Is that bad friends? Anyways, I think that the craziest delulu story was this person who I think I even shared with you guys, like how I used to give me a funny sob story that I gonna, mbele ya manyuma, but then I used to, and I barely had shillings to my name. So any small money, you can come see me and I will pay for your Uber. That's crazy.
Okay, that's crazy.
What were these stories that he was telling you?
Which is, like when you look at someone's lifestyle, but the story, it's not matching up. Like even in the way that you dress, you want to tell me you did not have the money for the Uber. And you used to gladly accept it, So it's like, what I'm seeing versus what you're telling me, it would be like,
it's not adding up.
There was, I don't want to get into the details because I feel like some of them were kidogo personal, but I think they used to be, you're given a vulnerable story to be, so that they take advantage of you. Yeah. And when I'm a very empathetic person, you come and tell me your trauma, I'm like, whoa, my skin.
What is this?
This was 2018.
And you're paying Ubers?
Friend. With my small monies. Like, kidogo nisikule lunch so that, I'm just like, he's going to come on Friday.
When I come, so I need to save.
So exactly.
That's
I was saving for a future.
But maybe you didn't have the money, no.
Oh no, that's a lie for sure. Because like, how are you going everywhere else? But
Nairobi, man.
There, the money is.
Nairobi, man, you just don't know.
Have money.
Plus, like, why are you dating? You don't have, Uber money.
Okay, let's get into the. Okay, that one is. Some of these ones are not. I am. Thought me and my best friend were reconnecting last year after forever. We were doing so well. Sis ended up flying out, then coming back all this while, telling me that she's just busy with family. Mind you, she documented the entire thing on Instagram. Safe to say that ship has sailed. So this was in the context of a friendship. So we have, she thought her and her former best friend were reconnecting. Then the best friend flies out and then comes back, and throughout that time, they've not spoken. But she says she's been so busy. But on her Instagram, it's a different story. So of course, they never reconnected. So in that context, do you guys think she was being delulus?
I think the fact that they were reconnecting means there was a problem. Right?
To begin with.
Yeah. And I feel like, okay, if when you go outside there, you definitely meet new things, you experience new things. Yeah. So maybe there was no space for her when the friend came back in terms of them relating.
Leave alone when the friend came back. Within that time that you claim to be busy, whilst your Instagram is telling us a different story. So you have time to be documenting on Instagram, but I can't even get a text back.
I feel like she just didn't matter then. People make time for things that matter to them. Maybe she was just not a priority.
Preach, sister.
And that's what it was. So like, just accept. Be moving. Yeah.
I think maybe they just like stopped.
Just drifted. And then the fact that she was the one left in the country, because probably if she was the one who left the country, it would still be the same situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like if she's the one who left, then maybe she would have still tried to keep in contact?
Well, she didn't have the same experiences outside the country as the same.
But you see, my problem is not the leaving. My problem is within that time you claim to be busy, you have so much time to be documenting, and clearly you're telling a different story. But when I ask you why clearly this reconnecting is not happening, I've been busy.
But also now I have a lot of questions. Were they reconnecting whilst this person was in the other country? Are you reconnecting on text? Did you reconnect before she flew out?
Giving this long distance is killing me.
It's not gonna work.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say
I
something.
think the fact the friend is also like, she's so wrong for not communicating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For you?
We are adults. Like, speak up.
Yeah.
Maybe you have time to be on your Instagram.
Like, speak up.
No
one's gonna beat you.
Instagram as like I can be on
The
Instagram
bar
and
that
not reply to your text.
Exactly, which now makes my point. That's what is driving my point home. You have time, you can accommodate to do all those shenanigans on Instagram, but you can't text me back.
The same for everything.
I just feel like maybe if this other friend who is so busy, maybe is not, they're not able to come up and tell this her friend that, yo, I'm not like feeling our relationship anymore. It's not that important to me. She doesn't have, I don't know what reason, but she doesn't have the guts or the courage to tell us. So she'd rather ignore and say, oh, I've just been busy. Maybe she just doesn't have the capacity to do that. So what do you do in that case?
I usually don't like that. I just feel like as adults. Like
Exactly.
just pick up.
with
Like
that
nothing's
on
going
this
to
one.
happen to you. Like
Yeah,
just
hakuna
pick
mtu
up.
atakuchapa.
Just tell someone, I don't want to be associated with you anymore. Like
Period. Stand on business. Next.
I mean, I've done that before, so I think you can do it.
Yeah, it's possible. Okay.
Just tell someone.
So this one starts with dating life in your 20s is the absolute ghetto. Full stop. How do you feel about that?
In your 20s?
Yeah.
I'm still in my 20s.
And which is why I'm asking the question. Do you guys agree with that? It's absolute ghetto.
I think depends.
Yeah.
It can be though.
It's scary out here. So they say dating life in your 20s is the absolute ghetto. Not me labeling myself as a wag. You know that the show for like wives and girlfriends? Yeah. After dating this man for like 2 weeks. Oh, girl.
Crazy.
You are delulu. So she said, in my mind, we had even gotten to the retirement plan. She said, I literally saw myself planning for teammates, parties, and trips. P.S. He was playing rugby for a national team. Baby, you is delulu.
Yeah, that's
delusion.
For sure.
Yeah. But most girls are delusional. Like you build a castle.
Yeah.
You have, you know.
And that's me, for real. Like, I don't
2
know if you
weeks.
guys saw that
2
real.
weeks.
But 2 weeks for
2 weeks for
2
real.
weeks is even long, friend.
2 weeks.
I'm just like,
long.
if you,
Like I'm going to need some time, with it, however much you assure me. But like 2 weeks, I'm still going to need some time.
even if you're like
get my
completely smitten by this person.
Yeah.
But I feel like some people really come on with like an A game. Like
Yeah, they're
they
so
come-
strong.
Like
they love bomb you basically.
Exactly.
They'll just love bomb you. So I feel like
maybe don't blame her.
Yeah.
There's a way maybe this man approached
Yeah.
and he came off too strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she is delulu.
yeah,
Like,
very delusional.
receive your
Definitely.
delulu crown.
Yeah.
Okay. So someone says, I am having an
oh gosh.
sexual affair with a friend of mine who we are open to each other. In the beginning.
R.I.P. to the friendship.
It has already,
Really.
even,
Yeah.
do you guys actually think it's possible to have a to have a relationship with someone and then set those alleged boundaries? Do you think it's actually feasible or sustainable or practical?
I
So
mean,
you're
for
sleeping with
a
someone.
few weeks
Yes.
maybe.
And then
Yeah.
And then
and that's all it is.
Yes.
I don't think so personally. I don't think so.
I mean, you can lie to yourself for a while.
What's the question here? What's the question?
No, I'm asking, do you guys think it is feasible, sustainable, practical for people to have these situationships? Like, do you think, okay, so you are friends, but you do things that, you know,
Like that's what
allegedly
people say,
don't do.
friends benefit.
So, like,
And I'm
friends with
asking you
benefits, yeah.
exactly, like according to you guys, do you actually think it's possible and practical to have something like that?
As
Like,
a babe,
on the ground.
I feel like I'll be on the losing end.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because I'll probably catch
feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be on the losing end.
I think I agree with that.
I don't like losing.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Same. I agree with that.
That you might catch feelings.
I will.
Even if
I
you're
know myself.
open to
I
it.
will catch
She
feelings.
said she's
will.
a lover girl.
I will catch
Like,
feelings.
I will.
she's down bad.
I know
Gutter
myself.
trench.
Yeah.
Meeting Acadians in hell.
Yes. Yeah.
So she says we are open to each other. He knows all the things that he knows all the things that I kind of not proud that I did, and he told me about his. So I think they also
Open up.
They're
Yeah.
open
They're
when
open
I'm
to
wrong.
each other.
And that is
Yeah.
where
So sorry.
you go wrong. It's
Yeah.
okay. She says he's not my boyfriend or anything. He's kind of my FWB, but we talk meet and talk more than people who are in that type of situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he says he went for a trip, and when he came back, he started acting all sweet. Is he acting like someone who wants a relationship? To be honest, I don't want to mess what we have.
Girl, unless he tells you like we are in a relationship.
You are single.
You're single.
I'm single.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so too.
And maybe only if you want it to.
Yeah. So
But, like,
in
unless
this
it
case,
makes
is the
his
guy
intentions
delusional?
clear.
Do we have a delulu guy?
No.
Or is
No,
that delusional?
I mean,
Because
That's
it's a guy's game,
there's
like,
clearly,
yeah.
there's clearly intimacy. They're exchanging thoughts.
Yeah.
They're touching each other.
Yeah. They're opening
more
up.
than
They're
thoughts.
exchanging
Exchanging
thoughts.
more than thoughts.
Yeah, it's not just the thoughts.
So I don't think the guys I don't think any of them is delusional.
Yeah.
I just maybe feel like there's some bloodlines between
Yeah.
what is happening. Like
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
one person is catching feelings and she clearly doesn't want a relationship.
And sometimes
What
it's the
she
guy.
said.
Which is interesting because more often than not it's
the
vice
girl,
versa.
but like
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
it's the
But
guy.
I also feel like
yeah.
guys usually when they pull away away from a babe, like when they spend time apart from a babe, that's when they like start to
start
actually
missing.
thinking about them, missing them. So when he comes back from wherever he's come from, he's coming on strong and hard, and she's confused with like, oh my god, this guy loves me. Give it a few weeks,
and then
he'll
be
right back.
Then ask the same question.
So this one started, hey, nianzie wapi in Chiti's voice. She says, when we started seeing each other, he'd say that he'd give me a code word. Oh, Jehovah, when he's ready to be exclusive. And ask him out. Breaking news, it never came.
When he's ready to be exclusive.
A code word.
A code word.
Pineapple.
I'm ready.
I just feel like she's giving the guy
I'm
too much
so sorry,
power.
friend, but you're really delulu.
I give the guy too much
I
power.
said,
Just
what?
Wait.
Like decide, like I want to be exclusive with you.
No, that's delusional.
Me, I'm curious about what the code word is. Like, are we just randomly talking and then it's like, hey,
then he just drops it there, like, you know. Then you're like, shit, damn, now we're
I think she
exclusive.
said it.
That's wild.
And she said breaking news, it never came with the
never
cloud
came.
emoji. Baby, it was never coming.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Never coming.
It was never
Okay,
coming.
let's move to this one. I kept seeing this man divorced, hoping he'll choose me. Our relationship started as an agreed situationship. This is where the problem lies.
Situation.
Can you actually agree? Do situationships happen like it's a mutual understanding?
Yeah.
You can actually be like, sign here.
I don't think so.
I
I think you find yourself there.
I feel
You
like
find yourself.
Yeah.
I agree.
You find
You
yourself,
find yourself there. You're just chilling with this person. You're spending time with this person. Kidogo, it's going on days, and then you're, as my opinion, you're afraid of like saying what you feel because you're probably fearing rejection.
Yeah.
Sounds
So you end up
personal.
just
Tara is those people for my friends. I saw this.
You're the friend. Oh, but like
no. But basically, what I'm trying to say, a situationship means something to one person and nothing to the other. So it can never be.
Because there has to, like, for situationship to work.
Someone is
one
not
person
sure,
has-
not sure what they want, and someone knows what they want. So it means
That one should have kept quiet like that. Simple. Say it again.
Drops
Say it again. You said
yeah,
a situationship.
means something to one person and nothing to the other. Yeah. So
oh no.
that's it.
Wapenzi watazamaji. Okay, so she says our relationship started as an agreed situationship, which was fine with her until I fell for him. When I told him about it, he just reminded me of our agreement. He said, let me stand on business. She said I was broken, but also I didn't stop seeing him despite the red flags. I'm still not over him.
Delulu.
First of all, I'm sorry.
like-
I'm sorry, babe.
So she's the one who caught feelings?
Yes. Can you imagine? She said, I've got feelings, and this
Said,
man
remember
said,
what we said.
remember.
Yeah.
Remember who you
Agreement,
are.
yeah. You signed up for
So
this.
sad.
That's the Lulu. And she
the
kept on seeing him
Yeah.
After-
despite. I think sometimes as a Delulu girl, you genuinely think you can change someone.
As girls,
Yeah,
we always
sometimes
think
you
you
do.
can change someone.
Yeah, like I am the one to,
No, you really
to do
can't.
the changing.
You really can't.
Skinny. But I'm hoping that you have, as you say this, she says she's still not over him, so I'm assuming they left. So I'm proud of you for starting on business a bit, albeit later, but you stood on business nonetheless. I met this one boy, he was obsessed, and I was obsessed. Let's start there. For me, I think, now that I'm newly single, I think I genuinely want someone to be smitten over me. Like, you need to be acting like I am, a goddess that is just, walking the face of the earth. Something you have never seen before. Yeah, so it's always difficult. Like, do you guys have that worry, like you like someone more than they like you, and then now you start pulling back, and then now it's like a vicious cycle of proving who likes who more. Yeah. Anyway, so I get it when she says he was obsessed, and I was obsessed, but I wasn't ready for a relationship, but we kept talking. I got hella attached, and now I was the one wanting, she said table start, and now I was the one wanting a relationship, but he wasn't ready. He got into a car accident, and he wanted to take things slow. long story short, we ended up dating. This is very confusing. She says, I don't know how I convinced him. But we broke up a few months later. It's been a year, but in my delulu head, we're still dating and he'll come back. It also doesn't help that he has me in his close stories on all social media. Well, friend, the accident, the I'm ready, you're not ready. Let's break it down.
There's a lot.
So for sure, you're delulu. Facts.
For sure, you're delulu.
I wasn't ready for a relationship, but we kept talking. So what does that mean? Like, do you continue pursuing
Like, what's wrong
someone,
with this
hoping
guy?
that eventually you will be ready? But it's so interesting how their tables stand. Like, she was the one who wasn't ready. Then when she was ready, now he wasn't ready. I don't know if it was the car accident that, like,
you know, that's
for
mapenzi
sure.
mapenzi ya huruma.
For sure.
It's giving like
It's
pity,
giving,
like
I
pity,
need someone
like
to take care of me
Yeah.
during this period of me healing.
You could look at it both ways.
Like some sort of dependency that came about with them
Yeah.
talking for so long. Yeah.
So now they ended up dating, yeah? And she says she doesn't know how she convinced him, but they broke up a few months later. But in her delulu head, they're still dating, and he will come back eventually.
Just because she's on her
His close friends.
friends.
This is how actually people shoot their shots.
Is that
Like, I
On
add you to
close
my close
friends?
friends. Yeah. You guys have
well,
never done
I don't
okay.
even have close friends. Let's get there.
I
In my social media or you're not.
Yeah.
No in between. So I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Understand.
You tell me. You guys tell me.
Okay.
I only have women on my close friends, so
Okay.
I don't know.
She said,
And I just like started like
said, hey,
2 weeks ago, so
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
You guys have never added someone as like close friends?
So that now you
know.
showed your clothes. You're declaring closeness.
I totally understand that because I also struggle with that. Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah.
Because is like how you shooting your shots? Because it's
See,
not
now
like you're
you'll
posting
see.
there.
See, now you'll see.
We see what?
You'll
If
see
your
what
word is
I'm
earning.
Samantha, this went too personal.
It doesn't help at all.
So, yeah, anyway.
I feel like I don't think the guy like wants something serious. Yeah.
I feel like even that's just keeping you hooked. Like,
Yeah.
trying to, like, her in her head, it's validation for her that I'm still in the close friend. He probably
Yeah.
still wants something from me.
Like he
to
still
him,
wants
it's-
me.
To him, you're a
The
close
close
friend.
friend.
You're
Yeah.
just yeah.
If he gets into trouble again, like you'll probably
You've
date
probably
again,
been in
but
debt
like
now. It's like
yeah,
a nurse
but
on
it's,
duty.
yeah.
On duty. Mute this woman's mic. Cut the cameras.
It's like a nurse on duty.
If the
Yeah,
way
it's
we've
giving
all
that.
kept quiet and started laughing,
Yeah.
you're just like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong though.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
Leon,
giving
one
that, yeah.
Can you come?
Come take care of me.
For
please.
real.
Na ni kama
Still
siku pona
close.
unaweza rudi.
Because he doesn't mind the clothes, you know. Like,
Yeah.
like you're still monitoring him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ako poa.
Alright, so this
Akisha
one-
heal atafind the love of his life.
Yeah. Boyfriend slept with crazy. Boyfriend slept with more than 2 women last year on different days. He doesn't think I know. I asked him, hey, and he said he was the cousins. I want to leave.
Leave, darling, leave.
It was a family.
Bro.
You know,
Tulikuwa
like
family
some of
gathering.
these
Family.
questions, actually like wonder like maybe like in what age group you're in, like when you ask these questions, because I'm thinking like maybe you are 19, 20.
Babe, no, I think even girls.
I feel like maybe
Even older.
Yeah.
Let me
For
tell you,
real,
you could
'cause
be
like-
so smitten by someone that you literally overlook everything. I'm not speaking from experience.
at
I'm
what
just saying.
point? At what point do you get like
But
you
how
know like
does
this
this
just
make
like
it
a no,
better?
like I'm out.
Okay, I think I'm glad that she wants to leave. Because then I
Has
think
she
it's,
said that?
it's
She
yeah,
said
she said
she
I
wants
want to
to
leave
leave,
at the
yeah.
end.
She better
It's
leave.
usually much
Yeah, you
easier said
should.
than done when you tell someone you should just leave that person.
Of course, it's easier said than done. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're glad that you're
It's
leaving.
tough.
We hope
Yeah.
you're on the exit.
On the way out.
Like uko nje, like out neja.
Yeah.
About to exit. So yeah.
Good luck, girl.
But the cousins.
Me, I
know.
I
Now
feel
you're
like
even the
That's
cousins.
messy.
It
I
doesn't
lose
even
respect
make
for
it
you.
better.
Yeah.
Cousins or
It's
not.
so messy,
I don't
yeah.
know what this guy was trying to do.
Incestuous.
Even if it was like
Yeah.
strangers, it's still like
It
off.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very off. Yeah.
Okay. So my Delulu diary is this one is interesting. My Delulu diary is watching people's content like Chucky Ainas, Nairobi, and okay. let's just say my delulu diary is watching some creators' content and other lifestyle influencers and imagining that that's my life and even creating the content virtually in my mind, nikiwa kwa kitanda mamangu. Yeah. I have a whole Pinterest and even plugs. I can't wait for my delulu to be true. This one is interesting.
It's gonna happen?
I don't think
because it's like delulu
that's a
slash
positive word.
Yeah, it's like manifestation.
It's a positive
Being
delulu.
Yeah, but it's delusional if you're not doing anything about it. If all you're doing is just sitting on the bed
Thinking
thinking
about
about it, then that's delusional for sure.
Yeah.
But it's I feel like most of us, our lives that we envision, we spend a lot of time thinking about it.
It's always like the next thing.
So like that's a good delulu.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Very
Yeah,
healthy,
we endorse that delulu.
Yeah.
Cheers. Okay. But interesting that when it comes to lifestyle influencers and the lifestyle that they display, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Do you think some of it is actually delulu? Like, do you think people's reality is that far-fetched from what they actually post?
I mean, it depends. Like, give us an example.
Girl! Next question. No, but on a serious note, it doesn't have to be like a specific example. I'm just curious because sometimes to our audience who are consuming this content, like even the way she's saying, say for example, someone like Jacqueline and all these other people she's listed, like I think sometimes it is somewhat delusional of you to consume content when you don't know, like it is literally content which is created and curated. So I think maybe that's where the delulu comes in, when you don't consume content with like a pinch of salt.
I think it's also very dangerous, like following people that
but that's
I'm
the
making
thing
you
that
feel
how
like
would
bad
you know
about yourself and all that.
That I
it's so
agree.
dangerous, like don't follow such people.
But she's also not coming from
no, I'm just
point
and that's I'm taking it like on another tangent. I'm just like, so also for the people who consume content, I hope you take it with like a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't know I'm from crying, which I'm not today at least. Yeah. Okay, so I have been dating this guy for 1 year and 8 months. The other day we were conversing, which ended in him asking me why wouldn't we settle down by the end of the year. That is visiting parents and possibly living together. In a few words, I told him because of our financial situation. Friends, I am now single. Problem is I can't see my mistake. What do I do? Damn! This
Problem is I can't see my mistake.
This man really said, thank you for your service. And I'm out.
You call me bro?
You don't think I'm capable.
Yeah, you call me bro.
Okay, I feel like she escaped a bullet.
Yeah, like
Because
she dodged
if anything, I think men are very assuring, like
Yeah.
in terms of the
Providence
plans,
and
in terms of the plans that they
protection.
have for you and the plans they have for themselves. So
She's good.
this guy was offended by
Yeah.
the fact that she was just like, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
You know. So I think, yeah, I feel like she
Ama ni venye alimwambia, wewe una do.
hauna
do.
said that
Hauna do my dear.
Bye.
Yeah.
Highways.
That's interesting. But you know, I think interesting because they've been dating for 1 year and 8 months.
Oh, bro.
Oh, that's a long time.
Oh, and then
That's
now
a long time.
And then now she says,
but I feel like before you date or like
do you guys talk about finances? And at what point do you start
we do.
talking about finances?
from the first
From the
day.
first day.
You're like,
The
"Uko na
first
pesa ngapi
days,
sahi?"
not like that.
I mean, like when it gets serious.
Yeah, I feel like
when it
when
gets
it
serious.
gets serious.
But
But like when you guys are dating, I don't know. But like when you're now getting into the relationship, those are the things you need to talk about to set precedent for how the relationship is going to be.
But you know, you can know from like just small things, like like small things, like is he gonna send you Uber money to go back home? Is he, like just.
But let me tell you something, friend.
you
People
can
can put up a front.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
People
there's
can
that
put
part.
their best foot
There's that
forward.
part,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
that
feel like
part.
do your
Amekuja
words
alone.
match your action.
Oh no, that would be the worst.
Exactly.
Amekuja
Like,
alone, that would be the
flaunting
worst.
a lifestyle.
Because loan imeisha, like,
Wake
it needs
up
to
and
get
I'm
paid.
on a loan.
You need to get paid and
That's
get like
a bit-
deep in the relationship.
Exactly.
That's
I'm just like,
depressing.
as much as you can tell by like I feel like you could tell if it's consistent.
Yeah.
Not like at the first few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. I
But
agree.
loan
But
can be
also even
consistent
like
for
you
a
see,
while.
but you see also in the sense of like the only reason that I guess he left her, like broke up with her, is because maybe to him he had plans and there's people need time. We're still young.
Or maybe he was already comfortable You know where maybe
So she needs to give
knows
more
this
context.
Is my best.
Yeah. So
And
Zoea, yes, out.
Zoea.
I feel like she needed to give more context in that. Like, is he saying like he's gonna do stuff, or like these are his plans and then they're not matching up, or like he said this is who I am.
Yeah.
And take it or leave it. Then now it really depends.
Because she also doesn't need to settle.
But she gave a very valid reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
No,
of her
everything
financial
she did,
situation.
She did. Then that means if she's calling it a situation, it's something. It's not like a one day thing. Like she's observed
Over time.
There's a
And she's like, for my future, we are not gonna have this.
this has to
But
change.
then did she
Yeah,
walk away
okay.
or did he leave her?
She says, friends, I'm now single, and she
Yeah,
can't see her
so
problem. So
obviously
he's
it's
the
the
one who
guy.
left.
Yeah, it's definitely
Girl,
Okay.
you get what you're looking for. Don't
All right, we can do one more. Hey, I don't know if this is a delulu story, but I have a man in my life who I know has feelings for their best friend of 5+ years, though he said he doesn't want it to progress. Should I leave or continue being with him? Because I really love him, though sometimes the way they both act, even when I'm around, makes me feel. Yeah, she says. I think that's a different one. Yeah, so that's how she feels. She has a man in her life, but she knows the man has a best friend.
I know.
Let
Like
me
men,
catch you.
A girl best friend.
A girl best. Oh,
girl
okay.
best friend.
Unless wallahi brought up his guy, but yeah. Yeah. Girl best friend. And she says she knows. And he said he doesn't want it to progress. So now I think this is him and the best friend. So should I leave or continue being with him? Because
He
she
knows
really
that
loves
the girl
him.
best friend loves the
like the guy loves the girl.
Yeah, I have a man in my life who I know has feelings for their best friend of 5+ years.
So the man has feelings.
Though he said he doesn't want it to progress.
surely.
And
Should
what
I
is
leave
that?
or continue
What
being
is
with
the-
him?
You leave.
Leave.
Like you leave.
He's already
like,
told you
yeah.
where he's at.
For
What are you
5
doing?
years. That's you in the next 5 years.
How much is like? Is
That's
she
the
calling
next
him the
5
man
years.
though? Like,
Yeah, she
saying,
says I have a man.
this
She
is-
says I have
this
a
is
man
my
in my
man.
life, not the man.
So it's
I
like
and
just
he's
have a
telling
man.
her, I have feelings for
The
this.
best
No,
friend.
he hasn't told her. She
But
knows.
she noticed.
Yeah. But I think even when she says, though he said he doesn't want it to progress, I'm assuming this is
The
he
guy
and his
told-
best friend.
yeah.
Then she says, should I leave him or continue being with him? Because I really love him, though sometimes the way they both act, even when I'm around.
Leave.
So the best friend
Leave
doesn't
it.
even respect the relationship. Most likely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
risky.
Yeah, because you can feel that this man likes you more than
Yeah.
he likes this other babe.
Yeah.
I feel like with girls you can tell like
Yeah.
the way someone is treated. So
Yeah.
you leave, babe.
You can
just
leave.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's very delusional.
My favorite.
Yeah, it's so sad.
But
That's
so now,
sad. That's
when
sad.
I listen to
What
this
to
type
do?
of stories, I wonder when we say being delulu is the solulu. It's not. I don't think it's a one size fits all.
It's really
Unless
it's
you're
not.
in the manifesting.
Yeah,
and
that's
then-
what I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
Like
Like, that kind of
persistence.
delusional is great.
I
Yeah.
think it works
That's
when
great.
it's like you personally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When it
immediately there's
involves
another
other
people.
Yeah.
It becomes it's
Yeah.
not a solution for real.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa. I think we can all just give a closing word to all our delulu babes as they continue to share their delulu tales. We started with Yasoi, let's start with Tara.
Girl. Man, focus on you. The rest will come.
Stand on
Yeah, stand on business,
Yeah.
man. Whatever you're looking for will come. Don't go looking for it. I feel like everything good comes to you. The
Yeah.
minute you start to search, you're operating from a point of lack. So just stand on business.
She said abundance mindset.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Only here with Smirnoff.
Yeah.
Dache?
I think it's not bad, like being delusional about maybe your goals. And I'm not talking about these other goals that you're waiting for a relationship to like blossom at some point. Like that's not what I'm talking about. Just maybe where you want to be like personally, that's what we're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
in a few years or a few months, that's perfect. But if you are in situations that at the back of your mind, I always feel like at the back of your mind, you know when something is not right, but
Doesn't
just
it feel
keep at it, yeah?
exciting? Like for the plot.
Something is not right.
Do things
Like,
for
no,
it.
yeah.
You
Something
get
is not
bad. You
right.
get bad. It seems fun in the moment, but
Yeah.
you touch on one.
And then you become the antagonist in the plot.
Exactly.
I know even like as women sometimes like we tend to sometimes like especially in my younger years like I would let my emotions like lead the
better.
way, yeah. But right now it's more of logic than emotions. So I think if you are in situations, you always know at the back of your head like this is not okay, and I feel like probably where I'm going in life, this is not what I want. But sometimes like maybe it could change. We can't change people, babes.
Yeah.
People just don't
Yeah.
change easily. So unless like things come right, that unless they come right, don't pursue things that don't come right. And if you only need to speak once. Like if you tell someone you want something and they're not getting in line with it, like just cut it. So but otherwise, get delulu about your financial goals, delulu about like why you want to be yourself in the next 5 years. That would be great.
We agree.
I'd love that for you.
I think what I'd say is when you put yourself in situations, just think about if that's a story you want to write in your life, like in your book.
For the plot.
For the plot. Like do you want to be a character in that particular story? I think it really helps. Like
That's such a good
for you to put yourself from some situations and even like avoid like some situations. Because I realize even with everything that we've read here, most of us we relate because of maybe the uni life. We think it's like an age group where between the ages 20 to 24 or 23 you're feeling very, you're doing so many careless things. And then you grow up and realize that was actually me being careless about my life, about my heart. So I think it's just something you need to be very particular. Do I want to be in this situation? Do I want to involve myself? Do I want to be part of this? And am I going to feel bad for myself? Like years down the line.
I feel like also let's not in as much as I feel like the younger years are for us to learn, because I feel like even where I'm at and like what I'm thinking right now, I had to go through certain things to be able to get to where I am now. So don't beat yourself up because you're being delulu and you're messed up. It's part of life. It's a learning journey. And take your lesson and move on and just do better.
But people take that as like, oh, my friends have experienced a one-night stand. I need to experience a one-night stand. I need to experience it's just like you feel like it's like a way of
a way of life.
A way of life. Like in uni people do one-night stands. I think that's what I'm trying to say. There are things that seem like they're normal, but you really don't know how they affected this person. Like really, really, really in like what ground. So I think it's something that you need to also just discuss within yourself.
I agree.
You get So despite it being at your
a learning experience,
there's some experiences you just really need to avoid. Like the way people normally say, like some lessons or experiences, they're better learned
from other people.
From someone else.
Yes, not from you personally experiencing it.
I think she's more like addressing people who are like already in the situation. So for Lenny,
like
you're already delulu, so like you can learn from it. But before, if you're not in that delulu situation, like avoid it.
You can avoid
your own
cost. It's not a way of life.
I think the interesting, like summatively, is when it comes to being delulu, you're usually trying to convince yourself of a narrative to make yourself feel better. It's almost like a pill. It's like comfort. You're like, I don't think he actually hates me. Meanwhile, he does with his guts. So anyways, thank you guys so much for coming over on the SNS. I hope you guys enjoyed your time. And if you're watching this, thank you so much for watching. We hope you did enjoy this episode. And if you did, make sure you like this video, leave a comment down below. Feel free to tell us your delulu story with the hashtag delulu diaries. And of course, make sure you join our amazing SNS family. That's it from us, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers!
Cheers.